The most significant characters are marked by scars. If you're not resilient now, life will only become more difficult. Always place your transformation above your current self. Don't cling to any person, even your dearest loved ones. Each person is both a prison and a sanctuary. The key to making good mistakes is not to hide them, especially not from yourself. Life improves when health becomes your top priority. The more seriously you take yourself, the unhappier you'll be. The energy spent on complaining can be redirected toward initiating change. When we take responsibility, we move out of victim mode and progress forward. Enjoy what you can and ignore the rest. Let's not waste energy fighting things beyond our control. Accept what the present moment offers as if you had chosen it. Always work with it, not against it. Make it your ally rather than your adversary, and it will miraculously transform your life. Sometimes, letting go is a more powerful act than defending or holding on. Occasionally, the place you're accustomed to is not where you belong. All obstacles, when perceived with love, can turn into significant life lessons. As you improve, you might feel more disappointed by those around you. To avoid this, be hard on yourself but understanding toward others. What lies behind us and what lies before us are insignificant compared to what lies within us. Don't hold your breath waiting for people to do what's right or ethical. People make decisions based on self-interest rather than morality. Nothing hinders happiness more than the memory of happiness. Often, there's a time gap between knowing better and doing better. Prioritize your mental health instead of adapting to toxic environments. If you lack the strength to impose your own terms on life, you must accept the terms life offers. The further you are from a situation, the clearer the big picture becomes. A broader perspective comes with less emotional confusion. The best thing you can do for society is to take care of yourself first. Even if you've been treated poorly, don't become bitter or mistreat others. You can't make people love you as you love them. The regret of putting others first when they don't reciprocate makes life painful. When you emerge from a storm, you won't be the same person who entered it. What's most important is to look ahead. The past is your anchor. Life consists of lessons that must be experienced to be understood. Before starting a new chapter, the old one must end. Remind yourself that what has passed will never return, nothing is irreplaceable. A habit is not a necessity. No matter how many people are around you, you are always alone. It's up to you to rise and keep moving. When driving through darkness, you can only see as far as the headlights illuminate, but you can complete the journey this way. In the end, everything will be all right. If it's not all right, it's not the end yet. If it makes you nervous, you're doing it right. It's a wonderful thought that some of the best days of our lives have yet to come. There's only one thing more painful than learning from experience, and that's not learning from it. At any given moment, we have two options: to step forward into growth or to step back into safety. One of the quickest ways to improve your life is simply to do what you said you would do. Your future self is observing you through your memories. You might not realize it in the moment, but a setback could be the best thing for you. The problem with risking nothing is that you risk more. Hope is like a star, it's only visible in the darkness of adversity. You can't turn back the clock, but you can reset it. One discovers limits by pushing them. Changing the future is still within your power. If you dislike starting over, stop giving up. Everything that the mind can conceive and perceive can achieve. To achieve greatness, stop seeking permission. Not all storms are meant to disrupt your life, some come to clear your path. The limits of the possible can only be defined by going beyond them into the impossible. To increase your success rate, double your failure rate. Adversity introduces a person to themselves. If the path is beautiful, let's not ask where it leads. All that we are is the result of what we have thought. The task ahead of you is never greater than the strength within you. Time wasted will not die without seeking retribution. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. There are far better things ahead than any we leave behind. The future is always beginning now. Your best self has been waiting your entire life. Don't make it wait any longer. A key to success is for a person to be ready for their opportunity when it arrives. There's meaning in every journey that is unknown to the traveler. Don't carry your mistakes with you, instead, use them as stepping stones to rise above them. Once you realize you deserve a bright future, letting go of your dark past becomes the best decision you'll make. People are usually as happy as they decide to be. At some point, you must separate yourself from doing things that others want from you. The path to success and the path to failure are almost identical. Wake up determined and go to bed satisfied. It's always too soon to give up. Growing up means losing some illusions to acquire others. You're always one decision away from a completely different life. Try not to become a man of success, but rather a man of value. Of all the sad words of tongue or pen, the saddest are, "It might have been." You can't find peace by avoiding life. Don't get swept up in fears, be guided by dreams. Your life is your story, write it well and edit it often. No matter how much you regret, you can't change the past, and no matter how much you worry, you can't change the future. In 20 years, you will regret more the things you didn't do than the ones you did. The bad news is that time flies, the good news is that you are the pilot. Speak the truth, or someone else will speak it for you. Choosing doubt as a philosophy of life is like choosing immobility as a means of transportation. Life contracts or expands in proportion to one's courage. Letting go means recognizing that some people are part of your story but not of your destiny. Courage is like a muscle, we strengthen it by using it. If you give up on your dreams, what remains? If we all did the things we are capable of, we would astonish ourselves. We aim above the mark.
Today, we delve into the captivating realm of Stoic philosophy, an ancient system of thought that has survived through the ages due to its deep relevance and its capacity to offer guidance during the most challenging phases of human existence. In this video, we will examine how these millennia-old teachings can not only transform our views on life but also provide us with powerful tools to confront daily challenges with calmness. I encourage you to watch until the end, where you'll find valuable quotes designed to fortify your plans for any situation in life. If you're new here, please like the video and subscribe. Statistics reveal that only 15% of my audience is subscribed to the channel, so if this content has been beneficial to you, I kindly ask you to subscribe and activate the notification bell. Now, let's embark on this transformative journey together. Are you ready? Stop seeking happiness in the same place you lost it. Individuals with the most challenging pasts can create the brightest futures. If you don't design your own life plan, you'll likely fall into someone else's, and their plans for you may be limited. Forgiving others silently and choosing not to communicate with them again is a form of self-care. Avoid clinging to yesterday. It was beautiful, but it's gone. Stop being overly available to those who are only around when it benefits them. The only thing more valuable than our time is who we spend it on. One day, you might laugh at how much you let certain matters affect you. Never inflict harm on others to heal yourself, nor hurt yourself to heal others. Don't just love yourself, have respect for yourself. If you don't, others will have no qualms about trampling over you. The greatest reward for one's efforts is not what one gains but what one becomes through them. Clocks display time, and time reveals that healing doesn't mean the damage never existed, it means the damage no longer dictates our lives. Recognizing that you are not where you want to be is the first step toward changing your life. Strive to obtain what you love, or you may end up loving what you get. Your education is never complete. To live fully and learn continually, you must let pain visit you, allowing it to teach you but not letting it linger. If you find paths without obstacles, they probably lead nowhere. Obstacles are not blocks but road signs. Choosing comfort over discomfort doesn't lead to a comfortable life. It's your path, and only you can walk it, even if others accompany you. Your worth isn't defined by someone else's inability to see it. The costs of progress are worth it. Be patient and resilient. Someday, this pain will benefit you. If you don't live your life, others will do it for you. Being truthful with yourself and taking responsibility will enable you to breathe. Confront your obstacles and take action. You'll find they aren't as formidable as you once thought. No man is more unhappy than one who never faces adversity, for he is denied the chance to prove himself. Change the person in the mirror, and your world will change. You can either waste your life drawing lines or live it crossing them. Just because you dislike one chapter doesn't mean you'll dislike the next. More crucial than choosing the right path is having the strength to walk away from the wrong one. You can't be lonely if you enjoy your own company. Our suffering is often caused by clinging to how things might have been. Your wound is not your fault, but your healing is imminent. Close some doors today, not out of pride, incapacity, or arrogance, but simply because they lead nowhere. The things you claim to own often end up owning you. Much suffering arises when we take every thought that comes to mind as truth. We can't simply sit and dwell on our wounds forever, we must stand up and move on to the next action. The journey to success always begins with a small step of taking a chance. Trying to please everyone will ruin your life. The good life is not immune to sadness, but in it, suffering contributes to our growth. Sacrifice today for the improvement of tomorrow. Be willing to endure pain because pain is merely a message indicating what needs fixing in your life. Following a path is easy, creating a new one may be painful but will lead you to new places. Remember that neither success nor failure is final. It's possible you've been treated unfairly, but the depth of your pain indicates the height of your future. We often feel guilty when we no longer wish to associate with old friends who haven't changed, but this is the price and marker of growth. The world won't become kinder just because you're a good person. Good people are often the most tested. The real individual smiles in trouble, draws strength from distress, and grows braver through reflection. If someone's words don't match their actions, walk away from them. Sometimes the thought of someone leaving you is more painful than the actual departure. In every success story, you'll find someone who has made a courageous decision. Your life becomes serene when your anger towards those who have hurt you transforms into sympathy for them, as those individuals are often more selfish than you realize. You need to walk and create your path. By doing so, you'll discover a route uniquely suited to you. The greatest gift you can give yourself is freedom from others' opinions. Don't be afraid of disappointing people. You need to live the life you wish to live. You will encounter individuals with whom you simply won't connect, no matter how right you are. You can say and do all the right things, but clashes will still occur. Change is daunting because familiar challenges and pain are easier to accept than the unknown. Don't be afraid to do things for yourself. Waiting for others will make you miss out on wonderful life experiences. Forget about trying to change people, change yourself or your environment, or both. Never give up on what you truly want to do. The person with big dreams is more powerful than one with all the facts. At some point, you'll realize that no one else has control over your life unless you permit it. Your life gains meaning in exact proportion to the depth of responsibility you're willing to accept. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. From suffering, the strongest souls emerge.